So when the pandemic started, my friends, I have a lot of friends in the food industry in Queens, they asked me if I would do Zoom sessions with a lot of chefs and owners so that I could help them keep in touch because I'm a communications person. It got me to think a lot about these people and the struggles they were having. And I thought, what is a way that I could bring attention to them in struggles, but maybe in a different kind of way, like atypical? How can I honor them? And that's how it started. You know, we get food served to us, but we're not really thinking about the person who's making it all, working hard, working crazy hours. And, you know, especially during these times, what's their story? What are they like?
My first job in the restaurant industry was at a famous Italian restaurant called Da Silvano. I just saw how much fun it was to work in the restaurant industry. 2 years later, my boss came up to me and goes, "Hey, you, I want to put a pizza oven in the back, and I want you to be the pizza guy." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, I know how to make pizza." I went to my mom's house and we started making pizza all over again because that's where I learned my craft. Over time, I really started getting into it. So 2015, I was making pizzas that were $100 pies. You had the burrata, shaved white truffle pies for $100. And I was like, wow, this could really be something.
Seeing pretty pictures of food are a dime a dozen. Everybody sees that. And that's not a way to honor the people. To me, it's all about the storytelling and the people. So I thought of this idea of, why don't they talk about an object in their kitchen or restaurant that means something to them, and they can tell the story of it, as well as about themselves and how they got there. All right, so you ready? I'm gonna count. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So we just had fun with these chefs to like, let's have a good time with this. And they loved it. Look at that. That pin never had it so good.
This rolling pin, it's pretty amazing. So my grandfather was a tool and die maker, and he made this for my great-grandmother. You know, my whole family used this rolling pin at one point in their lives, and to have this in this restaurant, just it's like carrying the torch, so to speak.
I believe that in creativity, rules are a very good thing. You know, it makes it more challenging and interesting. When I had to pick an object, when I said you had to choose an object, I said it cannot be a certificate or award. It cannot be a dish on your menu. I'm looking for something that's, you know, that was handed to you, given to you, that you found, that you inherited. That's what I'm looking for.
I did use this a couple hours ago, by the way. I was finishing up rolling dough. By the time it was ready, it was around like 3:30 in the morning. I hear dun, dun, dun. And it's getting louder. It's getting so loud, I feel the wall shaking. I look in the kitchen and there's a hole that's opening up, knowing that someone's breaking in. So I called 911 with the phone in one hand and this rolling pin in the other hand. I know my great-grandmother and my family, they were watching me and helping me.
One of my rules was never eat during a shoot. It's very easy to think that I'm here and I'm photographing and I'm expecting a free meal. And what I told them was, I said, look, the gift you're giving to me is your time.
You see this dough here, this is the square dough. This is 90% hydrated, which is very watery. But when I bake this off, it starts to look like this. It's light and airy with a crisp bottom to it. The round pies, however, are also very good. I go from liking one to the other. Like every 2 weeks, I'll fall in love with the round pie, and then I'll go back to the square pie.
Why Queens? There's a number of reasons. First of all, I grew up in Queens. But the other thing is, to me, Queens is the true heart of what New York City is. You hear this cliche of New York being a melting pot, but where really is the melting pot? It's in Queens.